What's up, everybody? It's your favorite failures, favorite nerd, and today we are looking at Daca Toys Kronos. I've only messed with this figure briefly. I transformed him once and back, and I gave him like a good, thorough look. Mine's defective in numerous areas. I needed to get this out to you as quickly as possible, so hopefully you could make a decision based on it, since they're starting to hit everywhere. So I'm probably going to do the transformation and steps and everything because he's such a big boy, but let's talk about the best thing about him, which is the packaging. The packaging is really top notch. And just to give you an idea, it's like a trifold, like this opens up here. Got some tape. So this opens up here, and then that opens up there, and then the figure was in there, and there's easy access to get to it, which is nice. It's packaged extremely well. Fair is fair. Back to this guy. As you can see, he's got a little bit of a lean. That's because part of his legs won't extend fully. We're just going to go and we're going to talk from top to bottom, okay? First, we'll get the accessory out, if I can. Okay, fairly simple. It's light plastic, not a lick of paint on it. Head is on a ball joint. We got a nice silver metallic paint, and the blue paint on the eyes looks good too. The blue paint on this little piece here is far from perfect. There's imperfections along the lines and everything else. You don't get much down, but you get good side to side and pretty good up as well. Shoulders are on ratcheted universal joints, and they work really well. The bicep swivel, on the other hand, is not too bad on this one. Actually, it's not too bad when it's not holding, but when he's holding his rifle, it does a fair amount of flopping. We got double jointed elbows that get you a little bit past 90 degrees, a wrist swivel, and we got articulation on the knuckles at 1, 2, 3 joints, even on the thumb, and that is awesome. That I will commend them for. The wrists, however, themselves are fairly loose, and if you can see, I've got paint defects right there on the knuckle, and that's pretty much status quo. I'm going to take the backpack off, and that connects right here and over here and then slides up. We'll talk about that in a minute. This piece also comes off for transformation. We're just going to take it off now. It's a lightweight plastic piece. He's extremely hollow. If you can see in there, he's extremely hollow. He does have a lot of weight to him because there's a fair amount of die cast, but the plastic itself feels extremely light. Not as bad as like early Unique Toy stuff, but definitely in the Hasbro department, which is just not what I'm used to. Nothing for the waist, really, and he starts falling apart as you do that. We got ratcheted universal joints for the thighs that go up, back, and forth, but nothing in and out. And because of all the die cast, you get nothing. And he's starting to fall apart as I do that. As you can see, these flaps allow him to be posable, but my two in the front, this one is not cut right, and this one is. I don't know if you can see the gap in there. Knees get you that far. Actually, I should talk about that. My leg doesn't extend all the way on this one, but it does on this one. So he's got a little hip-hop action going on there. This knee gets you almost 90 degrees. This one that's defective does not. The feet, you have an ankle tilt that's done with this little piece of plastic that holds this sliding mechanism in there, and it gets you a little bit back and forth, and then you should get more than you have actually going up and down, but mine is defective there as well. So, goodness gracious. Look, nobody pays me. I'm not sponsored by any of the big boys, so I'm going to give you the truth. This is not a good toy. Let's talk about this backpack a little bit. This feels like shampoo plastic. This feels like shampoo plastic. Very weak. Very, very weak. Nonsense. The figure itself has some really good line work on it. It doesn't come across well because he's all white, and I can deal with the all white bit of it. Like, I knew that was going to be the case. So any problems I have with that, I need to blame only on myself. Some of the joints are stiff, some are floppy, but let's get him transformed. We're going to go piece by piece. First step is the feet. you can open these flaps and you can see the sliding mechanism that it's supposed to work on. One works better than the other. You fold down the toe, and then you kind of got to force it all the way back. You can see how much force I'm putting on it, and I still am missing a notch. But I'm not going to force it any... Oh my god. There. It doesn't want to stay. I'm not going to force it anymore. Theoretically, you should be able to close this top hatch all the way. Do it to the same on the other one. I should note that there's chipping here on all of the paint on the die cast of the dark gray. And the dark gray itself, I mean, you can't really see it, but it has what I'm guessing is like some sort of WD-40 type of fluid on it. Okay. And now this is supposed to fold up, but it just, mine just doesn't really go properly, and I'm not going to force it. Okay, next thing we do is collapse the thighs. Same on the other side. Good grief. There we go. Okay. This is the best way I can show you, I think, to accomplish this. So we fold in the hands. The hands, you know, for being so articulated, do feel like they're not going to break, which I would have been concerned about, or I was initially concerned about, but they do feel like they're done really well. And then, just like many other masterpieces, fold that up, closer, open this flap, put it in, closer. That's done. It has these tabs here at the shoulders. You can untab them, and then this is on a sliding mechanism here. It's on a bar, and this piece just slides back and forth, and not too stiffly. You can also, at this point, unplug these chest cavity pieces and flip up that part. This allows you to flip the head back and that all the way up, and then you just kind of got to get these floppy things out of the way. At this point, we open up the waist. Now, it goes a little bit further than what you think it goes. Kind of gotta maneuver this so that the floppy pieces don't get in your way. Fold this piece up. This part plugs into there, and it does not do so well. Red up, red up. And get it. Okay. Then these pieces come down and they plug in here, and they plug in into this side port here on this loosey-goosey nonsense they've got. You kind of gotta finagle. Same on this end. Now, I guess that frees them up from having to worry about tolerances, but instead you get loose transforming pieces. There we go. And unfortunately, there's not much more to it. Slide this part out. And I don't think I'm missing any steps. I'm not looking at the directions. This notch is in here. You can see my the paint on the die cast is chipping all along there and there. Transformed it twice now. And that's what I get. Okay, so there you have that. You get your backpack, you flip the wings back, flip these wings up. You take these pieces out, this part forms, and this plastic feels I mean, it feels like a shampoo bottle. Take those out. Extend these down. There. These two pieces, one of them you use in bot mode and the other one in jet mode, and you slide in this notch in there, and then these two tab into the legs. Now let's see how easily I can do this on camera without it flopping all about. This is not only used for aesthetics, but it's also used to kind of keep everything together. And there you have it. Oh, here, plug these in here to the side. The jet mode of this actually feels better than the bot mode. Like, it, after it's all said and done, it does feel pretty secure. You got the wing articulation, everything looks smooth and nice, and you know, this is not hateful. I mean, it's just not enough. This is $165. Are you kidding me? Like, it feels like a punishment. You know, like it should be used as a threat.
Eat your salad.
I don't want salad.
Eat your salad, or I'm gonna make you keep Kronos. Your brother's birthday's coming up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, what do you want to get him?
I don't know, he never gets us anything. Let's get him a Kronos. And like I said, I might not have it transformed 100% perfectly. I really just wanted to show you the down and dirty of it and try to save you some money if I could. This does not feel like a masterpiece. I'm going to do some size comparisons just so we can get that out of the way. There he is next to Masterpiece Optimus. And I like that size. I like how he sizes up. He's a good size. There he is next to Masterpiece Starscream. The old one. I really should get that. I should have got that, the new Masterpiece Starscream instead of this, instead of the Skyfire. And I'm okay with that too. I think that looks really cool. I love the size of him. Now, they call this toy a masterpiece. And in some ways, it feels like a masterpiece. The same way that guy does. And I'm keeping him. Not to say that he's better, but I feel like for the money, this was closer to the mark than this was. And how sad is that? Look, I don't want to say anything bad about anybody, okay? Whoever says this is a good toy, either A, doesn't know what a good toy is, B, is purposely lying to you to maintain their sponsorships, or C, is in buyer's remorse. And that's the only options I'm accepting. There are some things that are promising about it. The line work is great. You know, the size is great. Some of the ideas for the transformation do feel very masterpiecey, and they feel good. They're just not executed well. Really, hardly anything on this is executed well. There's some ambition in the hand articulation. There's some ambition in the overall project. But I deserve more for $165. I deserve more than shampoo plastic. I deserve more than hollowed out bodies. I deserve more than weak paint apps. I deserve more than this. I really wanted Daca Toys to win. I'm under the understanding that he's an American, you know, wanted to root for the home team, you know, get an American in the door in this game, and, you know, I'm a home team kind of guy. I really wanted it to win. I'm not the guy that wanted it to fail. Okay, my expectations were higher than this. I don't take any joy in saying this. I've actually spoken to Daca Toys a few times back and forth. He's been busy, maybe not busy enough, but, you know, he's been fairly pleasant to speak with, and I hate that I've like even established that much of a relationship with him where I feel like I have to say this, but it is the truth. Cancel your pre-orders, boys. I had faith in this guy. I really did, and he's let me down. It's not good. It's not a good toy. It's not worth the money. I'd put the price point at like $60. I know I'm not that efficient with it. Okay, I just got it today. I transformed it twice, and I wanted to do the review to try to help you guys out. I know I don't know all the ins and outs of it, and there's probably all sorts of things you can do to whatever, but let me tell you something. None of it is worth waiting any longer to get this toy reviewed and hopefully get this toy returned. I've never returned a Transformer toy in my life. Never once. And I'm going to try to return this. It's defective, it's inefficient, and it's a mess. You guys know how excited I was. I kept saying, Kronos coming Monday, Kronos coming Monday. I couldn't wait. I had to get this out. One thing it does harken back to, one thing that it does harken back to G1 is while I was just transforming it there, I don't know if you can see, but like I cut my fingers open while I was transforming it. So, just like I used to do when I was a kid when I used to transform the original. So it's got that going for it. This is Skullface here, doing my best to try to help you get this information out. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button and join the team, because I'm about the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me whoever will listen. Alright, so till next time, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.